Inside these prison walls, Faith Eagle says she's willing to put her life on the line.
We are humans, and that we deserve clean water. We deserve humane conditions.
The Sisseton Wahpeton Oyate woman has been in remand at Prince Albert's Pine Grove Correctional Centre for more than 5 months awaiting trial. But for almost 10 weeks, she's also been on a hunger strike.
Right now in my cell, there's nothing but cold water. The vents blow freezing cold air. We're locked. We just got off a 21-hour lockup. They're all single cells, and we only get checked on once an hour.
But Eagle says it's not just conditions here motivating her protest. At a national level, Indigenous people continue to be overrepresented in Canada's prison system. In his most recent report, the federal corrections investigator found that the total Indigenous offender population has increased by 40% in the last decade. And despite accounting for just 5% of the total adult population, Indigenous people make up 32% of the prison population. Among women, that number is more than 50%.
There's been 6 Indigenous men who have committed suicide this year alone. And we're not even done the year yet. That's serious stuff.
Advocates say prisons are just not equipped to deal with the intergenerational trauma that's followed many decades of abuse at Canada's residential schools.
I know people, and one of them is my son. He's 32 years old. He's in there for crystal meth. And when he gets thrown into a cell, there's no supports for mental health. There's no support for addictions. And I feel this happens to a lot of Indigenous people.
The Saskatchewan government says it's monitoring the hunger strike at the Pine Grove Correctional Centre. And while the federal corrections investigator has been making recommendations to improve the situation in federal prisons, in his most recent report he found very little has been done. It's why Faith Eagle says she won't back down.
And all the Indigenous, Métis, Blacks, every nation that are sitting incarcerated, that are mistreated, that aren't treated like humans.
Vowing to continue this act of protest until conditions for Indigenous prisoners improve. Heather, Yourex-West, Global News, Calgary.